Hello everyone, I am Julian Morris with the Channel 5 News. In the headlines, rollout of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine to begin on the 22nd of February. Dominica joins Barbados to share vaccines with the frontline workers in other countries in the region. And Dominica receives safe travel stamp from the World Travel and Tourism Council. The details of the news coming up.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
First up in the news, Dominica to begin rollout of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine from the 22nd of February. Speaking at the arrival of 35,000 vaccines at Douglas Charles Airport on Tuesday, Prime Minister Skerrit said this would signify the start of the fight back against COVID-19 with the largest vaccination effort in Dominica's history. The 35,000 vaccines translate into 70,000 doses, but Mr. Skerrit says Dominica intends to share with the region's frontline healthcare workers.
One would have thought and understood that in a global pandemic such as this, a nation's size and might would have been the primary considerations. But it is to the credit of Prime Minister Modi that our request was considered on merit and the equality of our people was recognized. I'd like to take this opportunity once again to express my heartfelt thanks and appreciation to Prime Minister Modi, his government, and the citizens of India. I want to recognize the scientists and all those who were responsible for the tireless research and trials that went into manufacturing this formula for resistance.
Dominica only requested assistance from India 3 weeks ago. Mr. Skerrit says this is a demonstration of the Indian government's generosity of spirit and selflessness.
The people of India are to be applauded for so graciously supporting the efforts of their government to assist developing countries in particular with access to the desperately needed vaccine. The highly hailed Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine that we have taken possession of this evening ensures that Dominica will launch the largest vaccination campaign in modern history in our country.
A public education campaign and the registration of individuals interested in receiving the vaccine is already underway.
I have been advised by the Ministry of Health that we will start the vaccination exercise on February 22nd, 2021. And we will ensure, as been advised by the Ministry of Health, that the frontline workers will be the first to receive the vaccines, and also our senior citizens who are at risk, and members of Cabinet and Parliament. I have been assured by the Ministry of Health that all systems have been put in place to ensure that recipients of the vaccine will be diligently monitored throughout their vaccination process. The latest research from the Oxford University reports that the protection provided by the first dose of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine kicks in after 3 weeks and lasts right the way through to the second dose at the 3-month mark. Guided by the results of the latest studies, This vaccine will reduce the likelihood of transmission to others. This means that Dominica, as a country, will soon be empowered to achieve a crucial objective, which is to further minimize and eventually stamp out the impact of the various strains of COVID-19. As I said last week, the vaccine will not be mandatory, but I would encourage all citizens to consider the danger of passing up such an opportunity as this to safeguard the health of yourself and loved ones.
Meantime, Acting Health Minister Kent Edwards says Dominicans should not see the arrival of the vaccines as an opportunity to scale back on the health protocols. In fact, Mr. Edwards says this is not a time to drop the ball. Edwards spoke at a short ceremony at Douglas Charles Airport Tuesday night, where government received 70,000 doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine from the government of India.
Notwithstanding the administration of the vaccines to you, you are kindly requested to adhere to the established social and public health protocols of physical distancing, regular hand washing with soap and water, and in the absence of this, a 70% and above alcohol-based hand sanitizer, practicing cough etiquette, cough or sneeze into a tissue or your flexed elbow, wearing face masks and covering in all public areas and all public places, and comply with all other COVID-19 prevention protocols implemented by the Ministry of Health, Wellness and New Health Investment.
Edwards has reassured Dominicans that the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine is safe.
The AstraZeneca vaccine, although new to Dominica, has been administered in other countries such as India and the United Kingdom, and from preliminary research, it has been proven to be effective against the COVID-19 pandemic. This is not the first time that the Ministry of Health, Wellness and New Health Investment will be introducing new vaccines. Most recently, we saw the introduction of the human papilloma virus vaccine, which is commonly referred to as the HPV. A few hours ago, we received a shipment of vaccines, other vaccines that we use in the primary healthcare system, from the Pan American Health Organization, which already forms part of the immunization programs already run in Dominica. These vaccines, as well as the HPV, are administered under the primary healthcare by a team of competent healthcare providers. And be assured that the outcome of the COVID-19 vaccine is anticipated to be just as successful. The ministry has an excellent immunization program referred to by the name Expanded Program Immunization, EPI, spearheaded by an astute and hard-working EPI manager who collaborates with various organizations and agencies such as the Pan American Health Organization in ensuring effective and efficient delivery of vaccines. Based on the record built by the Ministry of Health as it relates to immunization and the delivery of other healthcare services, the competency of its human resource and personnel, and the leadership provided by the EPI manager and her team, I am confident and say without a doubt that the process of receiving and administering the AstraZeneca vaccine will be just as successful.
Dominica has received the Safe Travel stamp from the World Travel and Tourism Council. Andrea Louis tells us more.
The Discover Dominica Authority, DDA, made the announcement through a press release this week. According to the DDA, Dominica is among the growing list of countries who have been awarded the World Travel and Tourism Council, WTTC, Safe Travel stamp. The Safe Travels stamp is a global safety and hygiene stamp for travel and tourism. It reassures the travelers that the destination's health and safety protocols to combat pandemics such as COVID-19 meet globally accepted protocols such as those endorsed by the World Health Organization, WHO. With this stamp, Dominica joins 11 other Caribbean countries, including Aruba, Bermuda, Grenada, St. Lucia, Tobago, and the USVI, who are already using the Safe Travels stamp. In a statement to the WTTC, Dominica's Minister for Tourism, Denise Charles, said, open quote, Dominica is proud to join the growing number of tourism partners who have embarked with the WTTC's Safe Travels stamp. This is a clear demonstration of our stance with our network locally, regionally, and internationally to ensure that the tourism industry thrives while the requisite health and safety protocols are implemented to combat the coronavirus pandemic, close quote. Minister Charles also noted that the Safe Travels stamp would complement the country's Safe in Nature experience and provide the impetus to drive Dominica's tourism while assuring visitors that they can discover the Nature Isle safely. Local tourism practitioners will also be able to use the Safe Travels stamp with their logo once they have met the criteria as established by the WTTC for using the stamp. Andrea Louis, Channel 5 News.
Students of Convent High School are now better equipped to safely surf the internet. The third and fourth formers have benefited from initiatives undertaken here by Flow Dominica on Tuesday in observance of Safer Internet Day. The initiatives were meant to raise awareness about internet safety across Latin America and the Caribbean. The Dominica team hosted a series of activities to include an educational radio program on safer internet practices. There was also a visit to the company's premises for an educational and fun session with the fifth form of the convent school IT class.
To the Internet Safety Day and Flow activity, I learned that it is advisable to, when logging into public Wi-Fi, you should go to your settings and change your settings from private to public.
I learned that you need to be more aware of what you connect to on Wi-Fi and do not access any unknown sources on your browser that may harm your device or your browser. And it was very informative and very educational on how to be safe on the internet.
We were brought to Flow to learn about cybersecurity and better ways to make ourselves safe on the internet. We learned about VPNs and different programs for antiviruses. We played at a very educational Kahoot game where we were questioned on what we learned today.
Flow's country manager Jeffrey Baptiste says internet traffic is growing at an unprecedented rate due to the pandemic. Mr. Baptiste says there has never been a period of rapid traffic growth like what the world is currently witnessing, with activity increasing between 40 and 60% over the last 12 months as compared to traditional growth rates. Similar activities were observed by employees of Liberty Latin America under the theme Together for a Better Internet. Vice President of Information Security at Liberty Latin America, Philip Ravias, commented, and I quote, "In our industry, we see firsthand how important access to the digital world is and the impact it can have on helping communities to grow and thrive. However, we must also raise awareness and educate users on how to engage safely and responsibly. Safer Internet Day is a great reminder that we must always equip users with the knowledge and tools to help safeguard themselves in our digital environment." This is Channel 5 News. We'll have more after this.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
Thank you for staying with us. Foreign Affairs Minister, the Honorable Kenneth Daru, says he is grateful for the arrival of 70,000 doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Prime Minister's Office and the Ministry of Health all collaborated to secure the vaccines from the Indian government.
Just a little over 3 weeks ago, I had the pleasure of working with the Office of the Prime Minister as for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, where the request was sent to the Prime Minister of India. And here we are just less than 3 weeks later receiving 70,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine. And people, this is significant. 70,000 doses of the vaccine, enough to vaccinate 35,000 of our population. We're talking about roughly about half of the population of Dominica. So while this ceremony might be a very brief one, it is indeed significant because this again is another giant step that your government is taking against the fight against the SARS-CoV-19 virus. And ever since the virus reared its ugly head more than about a little over a year ago, your government has been very diligent in the fight against COVID-19. And we have spared no efforts in fighting the SARS-CoV-19 virus. So tonight, the entire population of Dominica should rest assured, should sleep better, that this proactive government of yours, who cares about the people, very humane government of yours, that your Prime Minister, your government has gone all out to be able to get this AstraZeneca Oxford COVID vaccine to our shores.
Minister Daru expressed confidence that the vaccine is safe and encouraged continued compliance with the protocols.
This is one of the top-of-the-line vaccines. This is, from my own research and what I've been informed, probably the fifth best vaccine out there, the vaccine of choice for developing countries like ours because of the cost and the efficacy. So we would like, as the Minister of Foreign Affairs, I would like, whether in my own personal capacity and on behalf of the government of Dominica, to thank the government and people of India, and of course Prime Minister Modi for his very quick response, PM, to our request. And we would like to encourage the population that the arrival of the vaccine to our shores should in no way mean that we should abandon all protocols and tell ourselves, hey, that the vaccine is there, that we can do what we want. No. In fact, this is just another step. And if anything, we should ensure that we continue to adhere to the protocols, because I said the vaccine is just the next step until such time that we are sure, almost sure, that all of our population, or most of our population, is vaccinated and safe from the virus. We should continue to observe social distancing among many, and respiratory etiquette among many others.
Prime Minister of Dominica, Barbados and Trinidad have all said they intend to share vaccines with the other countries in the region. As you heard earlier in the newscast, Prime Minister Skerrit wants to assist frontline workers in other countries in the region with some of the vaccines he received from India on Tuesday. Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley has thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi of India for 100,000 doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca anti-coronavirus vaccine.
Believe you me, nobody has gone through this without seeking assistance. And therefore, both of us have agreed that some of the vaccines which we have received will go to our brothers and sisters in those territories within the OECS, with Dominica taking care of some, Barbados doing some, and Trinidad and Guyana as a result of the work that has been done closely with our people in Barbados.
And a 28-year-old Calypso veteran is looking to win the coveted virtual Calypso Monarch title on his first attempt at the finals. Here is Andrea Louis with more.
Charles Sawa Sawa Isaac began singing Calypso in 1993 and has won the Road March title 4 times during his career. After over 25 years in the Calypso arena, Isaac has finally made it to the finals, and he admits it feels good.
It feels good, marvelous, wonderful. I'm happy that I made it through the finals for my first year, my first time. I have been singing for a length of time. I went to the quarterfinals, semi-finals. They're making it 3 times and finals only once.
6 former monarchs and the last year's winner are among those competing for the title this year. Isaac says he looks forward to going head-to-head with the cream of the crop.
Oh my God, that's my aim. I wish him to be doing that for me to brutalize them, make them feel shy, because I'm coming to win that thing. I need it. I need it to make them see from scrap up towards the big guns. Man like Hunter, Caressa. You seen that lady? She's good. You know, Tashipi? Yes, she's good. Last night she does it, she make me feel proud of her. It's my family. I appreciate her. But one thing, I'm going to give them a good fight in time to come.
Isaac will be competing in the finals with his song titled Hitman, written by Arthur Bassi Pascal.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid. But there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD, all for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
To end the news, the headlines again: rollout of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine to begin on the 22nd of February. Dominica to join Barbados to share vaccines with frontline workers in other countries in the region. And Dominica received safe travel stamp from the World Travel and Tourism Council. You may access the news on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the production team, I am Julian Morris. Thank you for watching. Join us tomorrow.